So this briefing, as typical, I'm going to start out with the satellite imagery. We're looking at mid-level water vapor, about 18,000 feet or so. We're looking at the pressure height contours for 18,000 feet with the red lines here, and then we have the wind barbs showing the wind speeds at that 18,000 foot level. It's a good thing to have a picture of what's happening with the atmosphere at 18,000 feet, so we can get a better understanding of the large scale patterns that influence what happens at the surface as well. So the first thing I'm noticing here on this image is this big high pressure ridge over here. This is going to be pretty short lived, but we have a big, let's see what the number is here. Not showing, okay. 576, 0, that the 0 is a decimal, so 576 decameter high. Pretty strong for March. That's over that's right off of Southern California, and you see this ridge here. You see how the pressure heights are spiking up this way? That means there's a big ridge. And see how the strongest winds are up here? That's the jet stream. So the jet stream is way up here. And we have this sort of big ridge here. We just had a cold trough a few days ago. Now that's way over the Four Corners, over Colorado even at this point. So that's to the far right of this frame here. And we have a big ridge building, but that will not last long. I'm going to show you the computer model guidance now. This is a little more zoomed out. This is looking at pressure height. We're focusing in basically on the pressure height anomalies at 18,000 feet. So this is basically like these numbers here are going to be basically what I was showing you here, but you just remove the decimal at the end. So basically here's 576, here's 572, here's 568, and then you have much tighter lines here with that jet stream. It's decreasing rapidly, 564, 560, 556, 552, so on. So this is taking the European computer model and going kind of fast forwarding in time what the projection is for 11 a.m. on Monday the 10th. And you see this big deep trough here. Looks like it's a 550 decameter low over the Pacific, right off of Southern California. It starts to make its way towards Southern California. Now, that's going to be very similar to the system we had last week in terms of not being able to deliver much rain to the Bay Area, unfortunately, because the southeast edge of that low, where you have those southwest winds and you can bring in moisture from the tropics, and then that to coincide with the lift from the low pressure system here, that's going to be directed at Southern California. The Bay Area is going to be too far north to really get in on that flow. And I'm going to show you that now with the moisture projection here. So for that first system on Monday, you can see, if we're looking at precipitable water in the atmosphere and the anomaly particularly, this is showing the how far above or below average the water content is. And at that 11 a.m. time frame, you can clearly see our system out in the Pacific off of the Southern California coast. Here's that upper low, and you see all this moisture coming in ahead of it, but that's too far south. You see all this moisture, it's far south, and it's just gonna go this way because of what the jet stream is doing. You're gonna have jet stream winds doing something like this, so it's not gonna be favoring the Bay Area. Unfortunately, this one, looks like it won't be. See, because this is, I'm just going to show you here what the jet stream is going to be doing roughly, and that's something like this. So what that means is there's going to be wind pushing this here. If it were cut off, or if it were more like doing its own thing, it could potentially go this way, and then the Bay Area would get rain, but it will not do that because the jet stream is going to be pushing it this way. But look at what's coming after that. So we go into Wednesday, much more promising system. Look at this, 11 a.m. Wednesday. You have a deep trough right off of the Bay Area. The low is somewhere off of the Pacific Northwest, like up in here. Actually, let me redo that. That's not accurate. Low is up here. This is doing this. Jet stream is basically doing this, roughly. And so you have plenty of, I mean, this is even maybe developing a secondary low here, it looks like, just based on this imagery. But you have a lot of energy in the atmosphere, you have a lot of lift, and then you actually happen to have this lined up in a way that you're gonna have moisture coming in from here as well. And when you have the spark from the lift, and then you have the moisture right in front of it, and it's lining up in a very favorable way, then we can get significant rain and snow where it's cold enough. Snow levels with this might be down to 3, maybe 4,000, maybe 3,000, it depends. Which is pretty low, especially for mid-March. So, this would be definitely a significant system. If we look at the moisture map now, I'll show you here. See, there's that Monday system going into Southern California, and then here's that system on Wednesday. This is a nice moisture tap lining up perfectly with the energy from that upper level low as I was showing. So this is definitely something to look forward to. It's a little too soon to look at the high resolution models and see exactly what we think is going to play out with that, but something to watch. And then as we go into the extended, now I'm going to remind everyone this is just computer model guidance based on the conditions as we best understand them today. This could still change and will change. When we're looking this far out, past 5 days or so, this will change every 6 hours because the atmosphere will be, the conditions will be different, and that's going to affect the projection for what's going to happen way far out. Anyways, just to kind of look at what the signal is, we look at, it looks like we might even have another system, more of a backdoor system, as we call them, taking more of an inland track out towards the, looks like one on the 15th, potentially. It's just a projection for now, this could change. And then potentially another one on the 17th. So something to watch. Might still be a pretty active pattern, at least for places north of the Bay Area. I mean, this system wouldn't be as strong, but it's still something to watch. Let me see the precipitation. Yeah, see, it's, so as you can see, the one on the 10th, that's pretty significant. Sorry, the one on the 12th. And then the one on the 14th, yeah, maybe something, maybe some snow down to 4,000 feet or something. And then looks like maybe one on the 16th, but that would probably be warmer, slightly higher snow levels. But it's still a projection. We don't know yet exactly what's going to happen. It's something to watch. So that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're able to get something out of it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.